Okay. Okay, here we go. And we're going to stand for the flag salute really quick too, before we forget that part. Okay, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good. Okay, apostrophe. This is a pretty easy lesson. We use apostrophe when we indicate words or letters actually that are missing. This is page 31. Like in contractions, we use apostrophes when we combine two words, like I'm, heal, weave, that's just some of them. And then a possessive adjective if something belongs to someone, like Ellie's sweater or Wyatt's shirt belongs to Wyatt. Here we've got Mowgli listen to the bird's song. The song belongs to the bird. Here, if I don't have an apostrophe, it means it's just plural. Mowgli listened to the birds. They're going to mess up on purpose just for you. They're going to put apostrophes where there should not be one, and they're going to not put one where there should be one. So you get to figure out how to fix that. Here, the animals declared, this is just plural. We don't need an apostrophe there. Wheel, that's a contraction, accept the pack's ruling. The ruling belongs to the pack. All right. And then we've got indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are not definite. There you go. They're vague. So like singular examples here, all, any, more, most, none, some, they're not specific. They're generic. Plural, both, few, many, others, own, several. And then here are all the singular ones. Some of the more popular ones are like nothing, or no one, or nobody, everyone, anything, anywhere, someone, somewhere. So they're all vague. They're not specific. They're indefinite pronouns. We're still going to label these PR. Okay. Here's your example down here. Will someone speak for Mowgli? So someone is going to be a pronoun. Just when you thought you knew all the pronouns. Anyway, quotations with attributions. We've talked about this before. So basically, here's your example. You're going to capitalize the first word of the quote. This one's interrupted by an attribution in the middle. So sometimes the quote is split in half like that. Which of you, the wolf asked, will speak for Mowgli? So you put commas before and after the attribution, and the T and the is not capitalized there. And the W is not capitalized in will because it's continuing a sentence that's already started. All right, that was a speed lesson. Any questions about that page? Okay. Moving on to 32. This is interesting. I find this interesting about English. Usage with subject verb agreement. So we're going to talk about singular and plural nouns and the subject and how the verb agrees with that. So in a nutshell, if it's a singular noun, it says, if the subject and its verb should also agree in number. If the subject is singular, I'm halfway through that paragraph, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. I heard that earlier too. I don't know what that is, but maybe it's a gunshot. Who knows? A plural noun usually ends in S, and a singular noun does not, usually. Okay. So, like one boy, two boys, or five boys. You guys know that. However, the verb is formed in the opposite way. This is where it gets weird. A singular verb usually ends in S, a plural verb does not. So, here we have the boy wanders. So, the boy is singular, wanders is a verb, but look, it has an S. Here, if I have more than one boy, the boys has an S, wander does not. So the subject verb pair, it depends. It's opposite. If the subject is plural with an S, the verb is not going to have an S. If the subject does not have an S, the verb will have an S. So it's opposite. And then we've also got the plural nouns that form that does not end in S, because there's always exceptions to the rule in English, right? Have, do, are, and were. So here we go. The tiger is often a leader in the jungle. So we've got singular tiger, is has an S. That's singular verb. The tigers are often leaders in the jungle. So we've got tigers plural. R does not end in S. I didn't know that until this book. Seriously, it's weird. Anyway, the words who and which are singular, but they're also plural. So those don't change, who and which. So obey the law, which protects the jungle. The part that changes is that verb though. So obey the laws which protect the jungle. So if it's laws plural, protect without the S. Law singular, protects with the S. And they're gonna do it all wrong on purpose, just for you. Mowgli, who has many brothers, lives in a cave. Okay, so originally it said Mowgli, who have many brothers, live in a cage, or cage. Is it that for cave? Okay. So it also helps because you guys have been speaking English since you were little. You kind of tell when it doesn't sound right, right? Okay, so you're just gonna draw a line through it and fix it the right way above it. Okay, practice page. Anybody feel like reading it? How about Wyatt? You're the lucky one today.
Quietly, a sleepy brown bear who was named Baloo addressed the wolves. Do you mean the man's cub
Mowgli.
Mowgli learned from me? I'll speak for he.
Him is right. So let's fix that because he sounds weird. I'll speak for him. All right. We fixed one. We'll just leave that. The vocabulary is addressed. That just means when you're talking to someone, you address them. Talking to the wolves, he's addressing the wolves. Go ahead and find the articles. And there's 3. There's 3. Where's the 3rd one? There it is. And then Ellie, what about the 5 nouns?
Bear.
Good.
Bones. And nothing.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I say Mowgli. I don't know. It's it's like the Jungle Book. Have you ever seen that movie before?
I don't think I ever watched that movie.
It's a classic. And I think they've remade it a few times too. So
I don't watch most old movies.
how about pronouns?
I actually have never watched Wall-E.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I've seen it.
I watched it when we were in the hotel. It was the only thing on. So
Oh,
it was either that or some weird like little kids.
okay.
Like-
Arabella's gonna find the pronoun.
You.
Good. You is a pronoun.
Me.
Me. Good.
And all. Final.
Aisle. Oh yeah, the I part over the I. Yes. Oh, him. There you go. Good. Adjectives, Wyatt.
Sleepy,
Excuse me.
sleepy,
Okay, sleepy.
brown,
Good.
not brown bear.
Yeah, both are adjectives. And then there's one more.
Man,
Yes. But we're missing something in that word. Do you know what we're missing?
apostrophe.
Yeah, apostrophe. There we go. How about the adverb? Ellie.
Quietly.
Good. Quietly. You know the prepositional phrases yet, Arabella?
Was no.
No. Was is gonna be a verb, actually. If you ever get stuck on this, I would wait till the end. But I just wondered if. Yeah, let's come back to that. How about the who which clause, Arabella?
Who was named.
Yes.
What is it?
just after Baloo. Who was named Baloo. That's the who clause. Wyatt, how about subject verb pair? Your favorite.
Who was?
Okay, so in the who clause, it's who is the subject, was is the verb. And named actually is also a verb. And then there's more in that sentence before and after. Is this before is the subject and then after is the other verb.
Address.
Addressed is the verb. And then who's the subject that goes with that one?
Wolves.
No, it's gonna be before the who clause.
Bear.
Yes, it's the bear. It's the subject. And he addressed the wolves. And then what about the next sentence?
Wolves.
No, we're done with that sentence.
Cub.
No, that's not gonna be the subject. It's actually gonna be you. Because it's a question, so you is the subject, do is the verb, do you? And then mean. Do you mean? So, yeah, it's like, if it's a question, the subject verb is opposite. So do is the verb, you is the subject, and then mean isn't like. Not like he's a mean guy, right? That would be an adjective. This is like explaining something. Do you mean the man's cub? And then
Mowgli.
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 Yeah,
Clown.
there you go. We need to fix that though. He's talking in present tense, so how should we fix learn? Remember,
Learned.
no, because Mowgli is singular, and so the verb should have an S at the end of it, remember?
So then.
So learns. So it's just Mowgli. Mowgli learns.
Also, I don't really, but if it's only one letter, I don't really mind just brushing out the whole thing, just to write one letter, so I just put that, so it's.
This last part, I'll speak for him. What's the subject there?
Owl.
The I
Ow.
part. Uh-huh.
Speak.
Uh-huh. Good. And we're missing an apostrophe, aren't we? Because it looks like ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put an apostrophe after the I. Okay, good. Main clauses. Actually, do you see the prepositional phrases now?
Mhm.
Go ahead and what are those? One of you do those.
Do you mean?
They're
Oh,
short.
from me
From me is one,
and for.
and for him, that's it. Right? Just two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yep.
From me and for him.
From me and for him. Main clause is Ellie. Lucky you. Those are the hard ones, huh?
I know.
And
then Quietly, a sleepy brown bear addressed the moose.
Yes, except for not quietly. And here's why. So it's going to start with A.
Cause that's
It's an opener, but it's modifying only the verb. It's talking about how he addressed the wolves, not the whole sentence. But yes, that is an opener too. Okay, what's another main clause?
Do you mean the man's club? A club,
Yeah,
but then nobody learns from me,
yeah,
and then I'll speak from.
yeah. Good. What is the opener, Wyatt?
3.
Yes, good. Verb opener. Indent, that's easy. Just put a paragraph symbol there. Capitals, that's easy. Go ahead and do that. Five capitals. Oh yeah, Baloo.
Balloon. Mohi.
Mobley, Isle. And do commas. What do you think, Arabella? Oh, one after the. Yes. Oh, and then one before the. Yep, so around the who, which clause, good. And then the earth is on that third quietly. Yes, because it's only modifying the verb. It's how he. Not modifying the whole sentence. So. Quotation marks, Ellie.
Starts at you and.
Good.
Ends at the end.
At the end, okay, good. And end mark. There's two. Wyatt, what do you think?
The at the end of the sentence and then at the end of cub.
So at the end of the sentence, the very, very end, what should we put? A question mark, a period? Actually, it's just a period on that one. And then how about after cab?
Question.
There you go. Good. Question mark goes there. Did we fix the usage? We fixed learns and him. So yes, we got it now. Good. Any questions about this page or any of your homework pages? Take your time on these because I know there's a lot. This is the hardest book. So when you sit down to do your homework, make sure to read this sentence out loud, even if you're by yourself, you can whisper it. But it's going to help you know where the periods go and the context. And then start, I always tell you guys this, but start with the ones you know first. Do the easy stuff first, and then go back and find the harder things. All right. Pretty soon you're going to be teaching that class, or this class. Yeah. We did that last year, huh? I think we did. We had people take turns teaching the grammar. We might have you guys do that later. He's like, no. Okay. Binders.
Wait, do we get paid?
No.
So what
Well,
time
how do I break it to you? No. You can do my job for me. I'll get paid and you can do the teaching. That's a deal right
That's
there.
still not fair.
So you guys wrote about Marie Curie. 2 paragraphs. And did you remember to not use any banned words?
Maybe.
At least you're honest. Maybe.
Maybe.
Does anybody feel like reading your paper today? You don't have to, but if you'd like to. No?
I don't think we uploaded it yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I know this is not like, we'll get to the creative writing and then it's really fun to share. So we'll just move on.
On Friday,
It's fine.
on Sunday, was it Sunday? Yeah, it was I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. My mom and my sister were out all day looking for a new car.
Oh, yeah, because she totally wrecked her car, huh? Is she okay though? Okay,
Yeah.
good. This
The
page.
funniest part is that she already got it damaged.
Oh,
On the way back, some road debris completely scraped one of the bumpers, and it made a dent in the door.
yikes.
Like not even an hour down, not even an hour in the car.
Oh, in the new car?
The new car.
Oh no. That's the worst. Okay, anyway, this one goes behind the one that says model charts and outlines. So go ahead and stick that in there. The rest of Marie Curie can go in whatever you're keeping your finished stuff in, whatever binder you want to use for that. And then go ahead and get out week 6, which is Madam C.J. Walker or Jackie Robinson. So go ahead, it's a lot. So let's see, it's 1,
The Sally Ride.
2, 3, 4, 5 pages actually. Not Sally Ride. Keep that one in there. We're still summarizing a reference, and we have more banned words. I'm just saying. I know. You can handle it.
I'm pretty sure we're already past like the most banned words we have.
It's going faster this time for sure. For sure. Let's talk about the banned words first. I gotta look at my notes here. So I feel like I'm, whoa. I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I'm good. You also need a piece of line paper as well. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that.
Unclick, hit, unclick, unclick.
I know, long clipping. Okay. Now, we do have two separate articles, but you're only gonna write about one, so you can relax about that. I'm gonna let you guys pick which one. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's go over banned words. This is for adjectives. The blue one is for verbs. So this is just gonna be good in one column. And I'm just gonna put it in the middle
Oh, yeah, I remember good and bad.
and that. Yep.
I'm pretty
So,
sure good and bad was the last.
yeah, there's gonna be more. Yep.
What's
All
the
right.
next one? And in butt.
Smarty pants. What's another way what's another way we can say good? Trying to get it light so but not glare. Oops. Whoa.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent. That would work. What else? You guys can just say it as you think of it. Fantastic. There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Awesome.
Outdone. I don't know. But
No, or outstanding, that could be one. Extraordinary. Yes. Wait, was it extraordinary or is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's think about bad. What's a couple words for bad? Terrible.
trash.
Trash. Trash is more like a noun. Trashy.
I know some people call people bad by trash.
Yeah, let's not put that one. We don't want to call people that. Horrible. This is a little harder. Awful. Oh yeah. Did I spell that right? Am I gonna spell it right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. OCRE. Check that one. Right. How do you spell mediocre? I always like it when I actually spell it right.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I remember sometimes. Horrific.
Flunked.
Flunked.
So I know people say flunked as a bad on a test, but or bombed.
Bombed. Bombed, maybe. Or if something tastes bad, it tastes nasty. Okay, that's a good start. If you did that.
Disgusting.
There you go, disgusting. There's more. As you think of them, you can add to this. Or use a thesaurus or Google. It always helps too, if your parents are good with that.
Mhm.
All right. So now we have more banned words, so watch out for good and bad. Now, let's get your lined paper out and set up your outline for this week.
I'll say no.
That's good. I just used it. Okay, name here, first and last. Today's date is 10/13.
Well, that's not terrific.
It's not terrific.
It's not terrific.
Do
Wait, do we have terrific on here? Dang it.
we?
No, we don't.
That would have been a good one too.
I've got a good one. Why do I always think of stuff after it's over?
So I'm gonna have you just leave a space here because you're gonna decide which one you want to write. You can write about, unless you already know, your choices are Madam C.J. Walker. And we'll talk about what each one of them did. This is like a report on a person. The other one is Jackie Robinson. So Madam C.J. Walker, she was a businesswoman. And she sold her products door to door. And she actually, let me back up because I'm kind of skimming. She was sick and I think she had cancer and she lost her hair due to a scalp condition. It wasn't cancer, it was a scalp condition. So she figured out how to create products to promote growth of hair, like Rogaine, but it's not Rogaine, but like that, where you have chemicals that you put in the shampoo to stimulate growth in your hair. And so she was able to help people who lost their hair to grow hair back. And she was Black American millionaire. And she organized, had a variety of organizations to help improve social services and education for Black people. So she was a Black woman who learned how to be an entrepreneur. And she had a problem with her own scalp. So that's what inspired her to make, a product that she could sell. Jackie Robinson, you guys, have you heard that name before? Okay, he was a baseball player, played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He was also Black. So it talks about how he overcame attacks as far as from the public during that time. It was in 1962 when it was kind of like that pivotal time during Martin Luther King, where some Black people were still had to sit in the back of the bus and had to drink out of a certain drinking fountain that was separate than the white people. There was still segregation happening.
Honestly, the back of the bus is the best. I would not be mad at that.
But
I
the thing-
usually sit at the back.
But he didn't let that stop him. He still is a legend today. Like, he died, but he's famous because he was not only an African American person, but also like one of the best baseball players that ever lived. So you got a choice between writing about Madam C.J. Walker or Jackie Robinson. What do you guys think? Do you guys know what you want to write about? Any thoughts on that?
So you can either write about Anakin Skywalker's ancient cousin or with someone like that's very famous in movies that have Robinson.
Actually, you know what? So let's.
Robinson's family.
Oh, there you go. Let's set this up. You can think about it. You don't have to decide yet. You're still wondering. Because they're both going to be the same as far as how we're going to set it up. So skip a line and we're going to put Roman numeral 1 and then 1 through 6. 6 is going to be in parentheses. And then that word clincher. Remember, we're doing topic clinchers now. So, oh yeah, we just started this, huh? We didn't do that last. Oh yeah, we did. We did clinchers last week.
Yep.
Don't forget that the topic clinchers are highlighted or bolded. That's something I think you guys might have forgotten about, but
highlighted.
The topic clincher rule. So you're going to repeat or reflect 2 or 3 key words. You remember that one? In the first sentence and the last sentence of each paragraph. Okay. Skip a line, Roman numeral 2, same thing, 1 through 6. 6 is optional. We got clincher. And Roman numeral 3, 1 through 6.
But what happens if we do like 7?
You can do 7 if you really, really need 7, but I would not go past 7.
Mean 6?
Try to keep it at 6 if you can. Or 5 or 6. Okay, and remember with the topic clincher, both of these articles, in fact, you know what? Let's just read them both and then you can decide which one you want to write about. And we'll take notes on this.
Neither.
Not an option.
Dang it.
Let's look at Madam C.J. Walker.
Why do I always have that card in my head? It never works. Never works.
No, I don't even know why you keep playing it. Madam C.J. Walker.
What else am I supposed to? What else card am I supposed to play? Make yourself draw 2 times.
All right, I'm going to read this. Sarah Breedlove was born on a Louisiana plantation in 1867. Her parents, Owen and Minerva Breedlove, had lived in slavery. At the time of Sarah's birth, the American Civil War had just ended. When Sarah was only 7, both parents died, leaving Sarah and her sister to survive by laboring in the cotton fields. Their circumstances were difficult since there were no schools for Black children where they lived and very few job prospects. At the age of 14, Sarah Breedlove married Moses McWilliams, who died when she was 20 years old. So at 14.
She got married at 14.
I was like, have you ever heard of the boomerang effect? The boomerang effect is like when it goes past your head and then it hits in the back of your head. Like she got married at 14. Yes, she got married at 14. I can't even imagine that. Anyway,
No.
Let's make a note here on the side. This is about her early life, basically, right?
No, that's way too early.
Parents. We learn about when she was born, parents, stuff like that. And when she got married. But he died at 20. That's so sad though. Still.
Also, I feel like you should get married like around
At least
20s.
in the middle or late 20s, huh? Sarah kept going.
19 to like 20 to 20s. Like that's like the area you want. But
It would be sad.
any lower G's.
So she kept on going. Even though she was probably really depressed after that and sad, she kept on going. And she and her 2-year-old daughter, Lalia, moved to St. Louis, Missouri, to live near her brothers who worked as barbers. She earned a meager $1.50 per day as a laundress, which is like doing somebody's laundry. But Sarah worked hard, saved enough to send her daughter to school, and determined that Lalia would have a good education. When Sarah began losing her hair due to a scalp condition, she searched for a treatment and discovered products made by Anne Malone. Sarah became an enthusiastic sales agent for Malone's company. Eventually, she decided to form her own company. So this would be like her work, maybe. However you want to label this one. I'm thinking work and maybe discoveries. She's discovering this shampoo, basically. Treatment. After marrying newspaperman Charles Joseph Walker, Sarah changed her name to C.J. Walker and planned a business. Oh, so CJ, I just now realized is Charles Joseph, so she called herself CJ. Hence the name, Madam CJ Walker. I get it. Walker had planned a business. She began selling her own formula, Madam Walker's Wonderful Hair Grower. To market her company, she launched a 1.5-year traveling campaign, peddling her products door to door, giving demonstrations in church and other group settings. She used her own before and after pictures to share the dramatic results her cosmetics could produce. So this is talking about her business. I would say this is her business here. Okay, and then on the back, keeps going here. As her business grew, so did her influence in helping the Black community. She eventually expanded her business to Central America and the Caribbean, hoping that women of color all over the world could prosper from the same principles that had generated her wealth. In 1908, Walker founded Lalia College in Pittsburgh to train women who wanted to sell her products. In 1910, she moved to Indianapolis, Indiana, and built a factory, a salon, and a training school for her sales force. She said, "I endeavored to provide employment for hundreds of women of my race." Actually, Madam Walker had planned a business that changed the lives of many thousands of African American women. So she had a big influence on the African American women at that time.
What, for being the only African American that was rich?
Yeah. I'm going to put success, but also influence, because she did have a big influence on the African American women.
Can we have one of these pages out? So can one of the paragraphs we write eventually be like about her child, seeing what happened?
About her child? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Oh,
because we don't know what happened to her child.
we don't know.
'Cause
But this
the
isn't
last
a
time we heard-
research.
Last time we heard her was that she went to school.
That's true. So,
Did she
but
forget her?
yeah, no,
Drop her up?
that this isn't about her really, but let's look at the last paragraph. Although Madam Walker was the first Black American millionairess,
What?
basically a millionaire. S meaning female, millionairess. She also was a philanthropist and a political and social activist. She organized her agents into clubs that addressed the needs of their individual communities. Her company gave large sums of money to a variety of organizations that work to improve social services and education for Black people. Madam C.J. Walker's charity and community involvement made a wonderful difference in the lives of many. So this again would be like her influence, right? Or maybe her legacy, either way.
Legacy?
Yeah. You know what legacy means?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to call it influence because you could combine it with this other paragraph here. How she influenced the African American population. So if you want to write about her, CJ Walker, on your keyword outline, you would choose 3 of those topics. Basically, you can combine the last 2 if you wanted to. But you've got early life, work and discoveries, and business. You can combine also some of these too. You could do early life and work and discoveries into one, but you're only going to need 3 topics. So you're turning this longer paper into a shorter paper. So you're going to have to remember, if you're narrowing down those facts, you're going to have to look for what is the most interesting. That's probably number 1. Relevant or important. Remember, we're narrowing down that funnel. Okay. Summarizing, we're choosing SOME, S-O-M-E. Okay, so if you want to write about her, now you know the topics for her. And then we're going to look at Jackie Robinson. Is that who you guys are going to write about? Ellie and Arabella, you want to write about her? Okay. Do you want to write?
I'm gonna read both of them.
All right, let's read Jackie
Both of
Robinson.
them, because you don't know which one.
All right, this one's going to be more about sports. Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson is a baseball legend in the United States. He played all 10 years of his major league career for the Brooklyn Dodgers, which are now the Los Angeles Dodgers. Robinson started as a first baseman, but his field skills showed best when he played second base. The Baseball Hall of Famer 1962 was named Rookie of the Year his first season. He was a brilliant athlete well before he became a professional baseball player. Robinson was the first athlete at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, to letter in 4 sports in the same year: baseball, football, basketball, and track. Statistics prove that Robinson was an electrifying ball player, 6 National League pennants in 10 seasons, and most valuable player MVP in his second season with a batting average of .342, 37 steals, and 124 runs batted in RBIs. Runs batted in. But there was much more to the man than statistics. Why is Jackie Robinson a legend? Well, that first paragraph is going to be about sports and achievements. So that's what I'm going to put here. So go ahead and put that. If you're doing this one, I know you're still thinking Wyatt on this one. Achievements. Okay. I don't think I spelled achievements right. This doesn't look right. Not EI, it's IE, right? Is it IE?
Think so.
I before E except after C. That's the rule. There we go. IE. Thank you. He broke the color barrier in baseball. Robinson became the first Black man to play Major League Baseball in the United States. Branch Rickey, owner of the Dodgers, knew Robinson would suffer from others' prejudice against Black people. But Rickey hoped Robinson would be able to take the heat because he recognized his mature, humble personality, not to fight back. That was what he told Robinson. I knew that integrating baseball was bigger than any one individual, and I would have to do whatever I possibly could to control myself. Robinson later recalled, many fans in the stands cheered for Jackie Robinson, but in the dugout and off the field, he was meanly treated. He didn't fight back. He took the heat. Robinson broke the color barrier in April 1947 within 3 months, there were three more black men crossed it too. So basically he became famous, and that was crossing the barrier. That's what that means. Like a lot of Black men and women were being teased and, attacked verbally. And so a lot of them just kind of cowered down, but he was like, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to still pursue what I love, which is baseball. And then he became a legend. So
Those things that most people in like sports are like legends are usually Black people.
yeah, they're very
Like
talented.
LeBron
It's true.
James,
Yeah. I'm going to put endured criticism. So go ahead and write that in, Wyatt, if you're doing this one. Endured criticism. And that just means like when someone criticizes you, they're being mean to you. They're teasing and mocking and just hurling insults. So, but he endured that, meaning that he didn't let that stop him. All right, let's go to the back. And it says whether facing death threats, protecting his family, or intimidating the other team with his power and speed, Robinson's nonviolent behavior showed the world how people of character endure trouble. It reminds me of Charlie Kirk, actually. Do you guys know who he is? Yeah. Or he was. He actually died. But he stood up to a lot of insults and ridicule and criticism. But he had nonviolent behavior, and he showed the world that he had good character. And he was a Christian too. So he wasn't afraid to speak about his faith and stuff. So anyway, that sounds similar here with Robinson as far as character. His courage opened the door for other Blacks to enter professional sports. It was what we had been praying for over 100 years, explained Buck O'Neill, a manager in the Negro American leagues. Robinson's jersey number 42 was forever retired across baseball. Jackie Robinson had made the sacrifices to be a great athlete as well as a peace-loving role model. So this one would be more like about his character. Like who he was as a person. All right, almost there. The man practiced active leadership habits. Robinson focused on results. Several team members despised him at first, but the proof was in the pudding. Robinson brought in more runs and stole more bases than they did. After pro ball, he studied new skills in order to succeed as a TV sports analyst, a vice president of a corporation, and a co-founder of a bank. Robinson balanced work and family life. He made time for his wife and 3 children. The man supported a cause that helped other people's well-being. Robinson worked to gain civil rights for Blacks in America. The legendary Jackie Robinson strove for excellence and led others to do the same. So this is life after baseball. I'm just going to put after baseball. All right, now, what do you think, Wyatt?
I think I'm gonna have to go to baseball.
All right, that makes sense. The girls can do CJ Walker. It looks like you guys have already started on your outline. Good. Okay. So same thing for you, Wyatt. You have 3 topics because you're going to do these. So at the top for you, yeah, just put Jackie Robinson, and then you can choose which topics you're going to write about, and you can combine. You've got sports achievements, endured criticism, character, and after baseball. So you'll have to probably combine one of them. Or 2 of them, I mean. I know, it's good. You guys can keep working on this in water. So as you're looking at those facts, just choose the ones that you can stand out to you. Figure out what you're gonna do your first one on?
Yeah.
Which one?
The achievements.
Okay. So you're just gonna pick. So at your Roman numerals, you guys probably already did this, but you're gonna put the subject for you, why it's gonna be Jackie Robinson. So you could do like JR for Jackie Robinson, and then whatever topic you're picking for that paragraph. So like yours would say JR, well, you can put Jackie up here. And then you said his achievements for the first one?
Yep.
Okay.
So you gotta start off with the first one.
Yeah. We could put sports achievements.
Cause for number one, I did baseball legend USA, a clock and 10.
Oh, for Roman numeral 1?
Yeah,
Okay,
cause for his 10 years.
okay.
And then,
And then from there, you just go down the paragraph. Okay, no, that's a good start. Yeah, you can talk about Hall of Famer in 1962. Rookie of the Year. This first season. Okay, we're already at 3:45, so go ahead and finish the one you're working on. I do want to look at the checklist with you really quick before you go. Topic clinchers on here, so don't forget that rule, highlight or bold. And then your dress ups, the list is getting longer already. You've got ly, who, which, strong verb, because clause, and quality verb. So you're gonna, or quality adjective. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to underline in each paragraph. And then your band words. Say, said, see, saw, go, went, think, thought, good, bad.
you just, I've never been on a seesaw. I've never seen a seesaw.
Really?
Never.
They used to have them at every park, but they don't even have them anymore because they're dangerous.
How are they dangerous?
I have no idea. It's California. Everything's dangerous in California.
Everything's dangerous in the USA.
California especially though. I don't know why.
No, Australia. Australia more.
They have dangerous creatures for sure.
No,
All right.
you can literally get kicked off a mountain by a turtle.
Oh,
The cassowary, you can
that's
kick-
right.
it
I remember
kicks
the
you-
cassowary.
It kicked you. A guy got kicked off. Like a cliff from a cassowary, and he survived. I'm pretty sure he survived.
These guys are mean. All right, that's it. You guys are gonna write your 3 paragraphs using your checklist.
They also have the
That's it for today.
Yeah. Your face.
Turn this thing off.